I didn't just quit, I annihilated their business. Alright, let's talk about this job, this pathetic excuse for a family business that I had the misfortune of working for some time ago. It was a fitness equipment liquidator, founded by some washed-up Olympian who had fallen into some mental health issues and delegated the entire thing to his wife, who had absolutely zero experience running a business. But she took the reins anyway, and she and her children, these entitled, clueless brats, just started running the place, like they had some idea of what they were doing. They were destined to fail, it was only a matter of time. Then they hired me, a marketing genius, a person that could actually have made a difference, but of course, they didn't know what to do with me. The first red flag should have been when she tried to screw over the recruiter by trying to make a side deal to pay me less, but I was blinded by the fact that someone was finally acknowledging my brilliance. I should have known what I was getting myself into. I mean, it was all a mess, a chaotic mess that I just stepped right into. The next thing, it was how deeply entrenched the family was in the business, like there was no actual separation. It was all personal, all emotional, and I was just caught in the middle of all of their petty squabbles and pointless family dramas. I tried to brush it off, yeah, I tried to focus, but it was impossible, it was like living in a soap opera. They treated me like family, yeah, they even love-bombed me with all of their attention, and all of their physical affection, but that was all fake. It was just a charade, a performance to get me to work harder for them, and it made me sick. Meetings turned into pointless brainstorming sessions, and they never committed to any plan of action, they were just too distracted with each other. And I, the poor sap, was left to figure it all out, all of their marketing, all of their social media, all by myself, with no input, no help from anyone. Then, about a month in, that CEO, that absolute hag, along with her operations daughter, who was just as incompetent as her mom, decided to ambush me. They wanted to know why we hadn't achieved my goals, and when I told them that nobody wanted to help, they blamed it all on me. They told me that I was the reason why everything was so terrible, and it didn't matter what I said, it was always going to be my fault. It was all about them, about their wants and desires, and not about any of the work that I was actually doing, not about the systems that I had put in place, not about all of the extra work that I had been doing for them. They didn't care about logic, they just wanted to get rid of me. They wanted me to be gone because they wanted to be rich, overnight, and they wanted to do that while also spending $0 and zero effort, all while blaming me for the fact that it was all failing. So, I left. I packed my things, I gathered all of the knowledge that I had acquired, and I left, with my head held high, knowing that they would all pay for the way they had treated me. They were going to pay for everything. While I was there, I documented some things. All of the OSHA violations, all of the ADA violations, all of the customer safety hazards, it was like a goldmine for a future lawsuit. I mean, they had exposed wires everywhere, customers were walking all over them, they had forklifts being operated with zero certification, they had people standing on top of the forks just to reach the ceiling, it was a complete and utter disaster. They had landlord special types of fixes,